perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry.
Malefactor ahead.
Sovereign abides.
Most
Bounty for all.
All it took was some light instruction and a restorative cocktail to abrade my imperfections. The Sovereign provides, the system abides.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Have an update about that. Back at Winter's Grasp, I found someone was continuing Anais, Sir Bujold's research. I wholly agree. I pieced together information from earlier leading to Golden Ridge I had Val set the location on our map. I recognize we're juggling Inquire away. I may even respond. More than anyone alive, I suppose. Not that I agree with all of her a typically roundabout. I mean, of course I know who I am. In our time, she needn't have worried, though. May the plan...
Doing a task or two to buy the Order's support is one. They're nice enough folk. Sure, the folk here don't seem to trust Auntie's choice. But give it time. They'll see the difference between Would it really? She's a natural leader. Listen, normally I'd take issue with one. There'll be enough time for that later. We should move on, unless you've got something for me.
Those fools! But I had no choice but to judge them as traitors to the Protectorate. Why would they simply open fire? Why wouldn't they attempt to conversate? Then they should have reported me to their... I shall continue to answer
So many dead. Places falling apart. By calculating the position of every atom.
Yes. You may...
time is yours. You may.
예, 비슷해. 보더랜드랑 비슷해요. 근데 보더랜드보다는 좀 더 간결한가? 노가다는 좀 덜한 편이고, 특히 무기 같은 것도. 보더랜드는 무기 옵션이 되게 많잖아요. 이거는 그냥 무기 하나에다가 그 모드만 갈아 끼면 되는 거라서. 무기 종류는 꽤 되는데 종류별로 뭐 옵션이 막 다르거나 그 유니크 무기는 하나밖에 없어서 이런 게 막 있긴 한데, 이런 게 그냥 상점에서 쭉쭉 나와가지고 그렇게 보더랜드처럼 뭐 노가다를 막 심하게 할 필요는 없는 것 같아요.
I didn't expect us to wander into the scene of a murder, but somehow I'm not entirely surprised. Anomalous events have a way of spreading, multiplying. We should find a way inside. There might be clues to what happened, and where Anais's research is now. They should have been sealed in that room to focus on their studies uninterrupted. No one in or out. I'd suspect the missing anchorite knows something at least. We should ask her. Might be some signs in there of where she went. The terminal at Winter's Grasp said Anais' work was sent here. There might be signs of that, or where the missing anchorite got off to.
들어가야 되나? 아.
There may be more to learn here. We should keep moving.
맞아요. 그 뭐 대답하는 거에 따라서 뭐 동료가 될 수도 있고 안 될 수도 있고, 아니면 뭐 죽이지 않고 뭐 퀘스트 아이템 얻을 수도 있고 막 그런 게 있어요. 약간 보더랜드하고 폴아웃하고 섞어가지고 그걸 좀 심플하게 만든 거라는 생각하시면 돼요.
I've had a chance to look around. You seem like you've done a thorough sweep. We should discuss what we've uncovered. Poor thing. Blunt force trauma to the occipital lobe, I believe. Possible signs of an altercation. Might have been an accident. Might not have been. Hard to say with just a superficial glance. At the very least, her cloister mate Anchor's Brun has some explaining to do. I saw that. I believe it was Anchor's Chow's diary. Spoke about regular visits by an exemplar Southworth who requested access to Anais' work. Chow seemed worried they were conspiring about something. That they'd mentioned an old order
내
research
단점은
station.
텍스트가 좀 많다는 거. 읽을 게 좀 많아가지고 안 읽어도 지장은 없긴 한데.
A disputation of current order methodology focuses mainly on our presiding bishop, but saves ample room for the laureate council and previous regime as well. I believe I got the gist by efficiently skimming. The general concern is that the order has lost its way. My old department is repeatedly mentioned in a favorable light. Anais' work is regarded highly. That old research facility seems the most likely spot to look next. I know the coordinates on Eden. Place by the name of Point Obviation. I don't know what happened to Anchor's Chow, but leaving a body behind is suspicious, and the disputation reads like a call to arms for any fringe thinkers in the Order. There's no destroying the copies at this point, I'm afraid. We're past that. The research is out there. We need a way to keep anyone from taking it up further in the future. If we go in guns blazing from here, it will only continue. We need a plan to annihilate the idea. This is the exact sort of work we did at the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection. Diverting problematic events. We learned how to best respond once things begin to spread. We developed tactics at the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection to minimize unforeseeable consequences. We can discuss once we see the Yes.
없나? 이거 했는데 왜 안 살았지? 버그인가? 버그가 좀 있어가지고 그게 좀 그러네. 퀘스트 버그 걸려서 진행이 안 되거나 아니면은 진행했는데 이렇게 안 없어지는 게 가끔 있어요. 빠른 거 아닌데? 나가야 되나? 여기 인던 취급인가? 아예 밖으로 나가야 돼? 상점장 한번 좀 들렀다 가야 될 것 같은데. 재판기. 아니 근데 써야 되는 모드가 너무 안 나오는 거 아니야? 나한테 필요한 모드가 상점에 있는 걸 본 적이 없는 것 같아. 들렀다 가자.
Too much Spacer's Ale? Try Auntie's Choice Pep Pills. Good for what's here.
Sometimes I get the feeling we're not welcome here. Sector folks resent us liberating.
Whoever fixes this rift problem is definitely getting a whole side sweep with an Elysium view in head office tower.
뭐가 필요하냐? 나 총열이냐? 추가 콘텐츠구나. 얘는 분노는 총열. 아니 모드가 다 애매해. 데미지 줄어들고 막. 마음에 드는 모드가 없어. 거의 반절이 나가잖아 데미지가. 그럴 거면은 이건 빨리 칸通가는 게 좋은데 칸通필요한 모드는 그거라고 안 나오고 쓸데없는 모드만 나오고.
How can I improve your day? Like that. Welcome, welcome. See anything you like?
탄창 크기 플러스 30? 아예 여기서 다른 데로 착륙을 해야 되나?
You've been a real factor in our success.
Halt! Bye-bye. Don't know who you all are, but unexpected guests are categorically unwelcome here. How'd you even find this place? Maybe I should just shoot you and glean details from your logs.
Ah, Exemplar, if I may. Surely you recognize such a notable member of our cohort, Marisol Delgado. The end point?
I can't recall if I ended whoever came up with that name. Surely hope so.
You were head causality intercessor of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection, right up till the end, correct?
More or less.
Well, what a fortuitous alignment of low probability events this is. Our efforts here are based on your former department. You should confer with Anchoress Brunn straight away. No. As the brain of this operation, she usually leaves that sort of work to Exemplar Southworth here.
Anchoress Brunn caked in blood. That's quite amusing. But no, I escorted her here myself, and surely would have noticed. We actually sought to find you and others of your program, Intercessor Delgado. A serendipitous event, you arriving. Nonetheless, I'd ask you to follow certain precautions. Will you heed all requests, and vouchsafe for your colleagues here? Them being unknown to us and all.
We'll mind our manners, Exemplar. I'll see to it.
Then, you may all proceed. You'll find Wilhelmina up the lift, 4th floor.
Welcome to Point Obviation.
Anchoress Brunn is continuing Anais research from Winter's Grass. I'm sure of it. Best play along for now, until we can ascertain the best course of action.
Cal has greater security and alertness than most Order strongholds. We best be wary.
No, is that Marisol?
The endpoint herself. I thought she was a myth.
Let's be on our best behavior. Don't even breathe. Look, everyone! It's the endpoint. Come to join us, I take it.
I do have a unique interest in what you all are doing here.
Lovely day for differential geometry.
I am a longtime vocal exponent of your work, Intercessor Delgado.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind me saying. Go on up. You're expected.
Doubt the Anchoress will walk away from the research lightly. May require some aggressive convincing.
Oh, who's this? Oh, yes, I remember you. We met earlier at the site of my former seclusion. I've heard much of your exploits since. If I recall correctly, you helped me prove my argument that pacifism always presents the best options. I admit I have modified that opinion slightly since then. I understand your actions led to Seer Wiley's unfortunate demise. Such a bright boy, such promise. And as for you, I've been informed that you're Marisol Delgado. I've read your file. An impressive body of work, though often quite mortiferously inclined.
Less so over time. There were too many pesky repercussions, I came to find.
Yes, well, to what do we owe the pleasure? Are you familiar with our goals? Come to join up, perhaps, or should I say re-enlist? It was more of a disputation as a scholarly objection than a manifesto per se, but why quibble? Anchoress Chow is very much against it. Her accident was quite tragic. You saw the disputation, though. Tell me, what did you think? You read it, yes? You're right, it did. Normally, I'm the soul of fastidiousness, I assure you. I hope you can forgive my unconscionable error as I summarize my main points.
We'll overlook it this one time. Go on.
Surely you're aware of the myriad errors of our current presiding bishop and previous regime. One of whom shut down the division that operated here, the other squandered it. Our sect aims to end human suffering, sooner than later. We've taken great inspiration from your former department, from their methods and their science. To solve the universal equation in our lifetime requires bold action, clever calculation, and assiduous work. Oh, you're an admirer as well? It's one of the very things that led me to agree to lead the efforts here. I believe it's the way forward for the Order. Bujold's thinking was unconventional, ahead of her time. Why, in fact, she's here with us now today, overseeing an experiment that proves her researchers' theories.
Really? Seer Bujold is here, at present, in this facility? The one we're presently standing in?
The intent is to represent the building blocks of the universe within a test chamber, then extrapolate data revealing the universal equation from the micro-universe that forms. All very groundbreaking and exciting. I've been pacing about my little cell smiling all day at just the very thought.
Sounds like it could change everything, one might say.
Why, you should go see for yourself. As former colleagues, I'm sure you'd like to reacquaint. Go on, I'll call down to let her know you're coming. Yes, she's monitoring the experiment. I'll have elevator access unlocked so you can join her. Do please stay in the observation area, though. The work is quite delicate. We'll speak further after you check over Seer Bujold's work and the experiment concludes. Oh, so exciting. much longer do you predict preparations will take?
Almost ready. Perfect time. Head Intercessor Delgado, what an opportune time for you to appear. At the perfect moment to assist our experiment.
What in the endless void are you?
Shh. Comms off, but others are near. I need your aid before this ridiculous affair careens into disaster. Can I rely on you this time? Or will you already intend on scurrying away again? I came to derail this line of inquiry in such a discommodious way that no one would ever consider trying it again. For all the aforementioned reasons of it likely causing, or at least queuing up and leading to, the end of all things. You chose to leave me behind, again. So when they came calling, I thought it an opportunity to sort it all myself. Yet, admittedly, at this moment, I could use your assistance.
This shouldn't be your burden. It's on me.
You don't get to decide that, or adjudicate, or coolly comment in a steely growl. Not falling for that a 10th time. Help or stay out of my way. You don't remember us discussing this before Winter's Grasp? Too many a means of sidestepping much of what's
The idea was, theoretically, it would hurry the process along.
Since then, I calculated what might occur if...
When we destroyed the original copies of her research at Winter's Grasp, I discovered someone else.
The test involves 4 stations. Each represents one of the fundamental building blocks. That test chamber is where all are meant to mix. We know what happens if that's successful. So I need you to muck with each station's settings. That all you need to do is adjust each...
Yes, if we alter the experiment in...
The guards on the 2nd floor won't appreciate visitors, so avoid getting spotted. Here's a maintenance key. Head down the vent. It's only the fate of the galaxy riding on it, so perhaps try to be careful.
Anyone else hear that? No? Oh, just me then, I see.
Villains abound. Be on guard.
It's Fibonacci, a sequence largely summoned to preceding numbers gives us math that brings us wonders. Define recurrence relation. From indelibly eradicate. Hard to get in a good sleep cycle. These constant permutations upsetting everyone's natural logarithms.
I'm no tenured archivist, but that sounds dangerously unstable. Oh well.
2, 3, 5, 8, 1.
Imagine that'll do. That should do it. Seems sufficiently scrambled.
If you're done, evaluating my work and all settings are fine.
Did it work? Did it work? Was it a success? What happened?
Hold the applause just yet. I need to run the numbers. I'm sending the others back up to you. They can describe the proceedings in detail.
I shall await their arrival. Anchor's Brun out. That is how these messages end, yes?
The results of the experiment will be a career-ending
Yes, our next steps here will be crucial.
You'll need to convince her destroy her logic, end this all it requires is a
You mean one of our old brain-off? That's what the rank and file in our old department used to call it. Provost Bolding considered it a casual moniker.
Make Brun give up on science, logic, and reason entirely. Then no one will ever dare continue the research again.
A brain-off against an Order anchorite isn't entirely...
Oh, yes, a book you wrote titled...
That's hyperbolic at best.
And here I thought you'd begun to change. Success isn't guaranteed. A fair degree...
I would be willing and on hand to assist. And the other option would remain if we botch it.
Thank you for listening. That's...
Honestly, I'm relieved as well.
From the legend? If you're retiring as the endpoint, well, typical argumentation may prove useless. But in the event you should fail, the Anchors is housed in a test chamber similar to this one. There is a hatch near the elevator upstairs. An external ledge leads to a vet. I'll need to make an announcement afterward.
For an extemporaneous plan, it's not a bad one.
I'll cut off her comms when she begins pleading. Oh, that sounds even more heartless. Here's the hatch key in case you need it. And Marisol, do keep out of trouble.
There you are. You saw the experiment through to the end, yes? The day... Perhaps I oughtn't have recloistered myself till after the experiment concluded, Well, don't just stand there. Tell me. Some issues? You seem like some... Wait. Let's start from the beginning. Step me through your understanding of what's gone awry. Really? In what way? Everyone knows probabilistic variance. This was just a start. Such models it simply needs to be revised and refined. You certainly seem to be making a lot out of this, though, one must say. Really? I doubt you've had Look, there may be some validity to some of your points, yes. But we'll improve. We will continue to stride forward. Is one of you a seer now? Now, is that all? Because I think I've had enough of all this. Everything we've done here is built off Seer Bujold's research, which is quite brilliant. That's both incorrect and rather mean. The experiment data just arrived in my terminal. Allow me to eyeball it a moment. Perhaps there's something here to help prove or disprove any of what you've been saying. There was some variance to the input data. Not far beyond acceptable parameters, but curious. Could explain the failure. Oh, come. One bad test wouldn't mean the science is completely... I fear this was a...
If I may, I have a point I'd like to add. There's a critical flaw in Seer Bujold's approach I think best illustrated by this English phrase. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. I much appreciate this jest. Very simple, yet clever. Because in English, the word like can mean similar to or I prefer. And flies can be to soar, or plural of the insect. Through this perspective, it functions, makes sense, is humorous even. But in another language where words' meanings differ slightly, it does not. The framework we interpret the statement from changes, thus rendering it uninterpretable. False. Bujold's method of shortcutting the universal equation is much the same.
It lacks context. When you extrapolate the data from the mini-universe to the larger one, the information itself may scale correctly, but fail to interrelate. This has been a difficult conversation. Challenging, disputatious, at times compelling. Yet I remain unswayed.
We tried. Our fallback plan's our only option now. Head for the hatch.
What was that? You're starting to worry me. What do you intend to do? The experiment, there was some variance to the input data. Not far beyond acceptable. Oh, come.
To recognize that ventilation systems had been left connected to test chamber Alpha. As you know, it had been recently refurbished as an enclosure for Ankaris Braun. She gave her life for science. Well, it's true that we found the related research deeply flawed, but she gave her life for the pursuit of science. As the experiment was a colossal failure, I, as senior scientist remaining, have determined we must abandon this inquiry and shut down the program immediately. Oh, such a terrible shame. Farewell!
I understand now why they say never meet your hero. A key experiment fails and Ankaris Brunn falls prey.
That's circumstantial and more than a mite bit paranoid. I expect better.
Don't think I don't see your handprints all over this, Delgado. Sounds like a glorified way to describe agents of... Suppose you'll claim this was all just coincidence. A misaligned series of mishaps that simply appear to be your... Oh, listen to you. You could almost pass for... Yet, the greater facts of this matter remain unevinced. And I remain unconvinced. Are you done? Fellow exemplars of the...
At your word, I shall...
다 죽여도 되긴 하는데 웬만하면 안 죽이고 싶긴 한데 거짓말을 했어야 되나? 아 뭐야
There was some variance to the input data. Oh, come.
Fellow scholars of the Order, a tragic accident has occurred. During our recent experiment in Test Chamber Beta, we failed.
뭘 올려야 되지? 시확 아니면 중독. 다 애매하네. 아니면 딴 거를 잠깐만. 총알 세례 이거 나중에 해야 되겠다.
Failed to recognize that ventilation systems have been left connected to test. As you know, it had been recently refurbished as an enclosure for Anchor's prom. She gave her life to science. Well, it's true that unrelated research.
I understand. That. Don't think I don't see your handprints all over this, Delgado. Sounds like a glorified... Suppose you'll claim this was all just... Yet, the greater facts of this matter remain unevinced. Really? I know you're to blame. I just... Fellow exemplars...
Adversary vulnerable.
말솜씨를 찍고 왔어야 되나 당연히 얘기를.
Faulty impact variable.
I'll be aiding.
No need to confirm.
Balancing the equation. Prosecuting.
Check your... Your replicator is charged.
I am loath to admit I require medical assistance.
Target analyzed.
Variable.
Combatant scanned. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
You have my thanks and my hammer.
Look who it is. Say. You tried to do right.
The credit or blame belongs to the commander.
You forget I know you. You always thought you knew better.
There are a few things I'm still not.
At any rate, I'm off. Before I forget.
Oh, thank you, Anais. Good. Oh, Brunn obviously murdered her. Thought you knew that. Or not. Indefinite. But her canned feigned concern about Chow, how she kept changing the subject, both belied an oh, not really. No.
I hope that Bouchard has not softened your instinct.
Commander, it's customary to... I've had some time to cogitate over what occurred at Point Obviation. A bit, yes. With the work I used, we could have done better by Anchoress Brunn. And yet, such actions were par for the course for me in the past. When my remorse for Brunn rears its head, yes, Southworth was complicit. And now she's dead. I hope so, at least. According to Anais, we could have reduced the likelihood of that occurring by completing the brain-off. Let's say there are no present perils for my... She seemed pleased that we at least attempted to address her concerns, so I've changed, apparently. Thanks to... It's been a while since anyone gave me a good... I'm pleased with the path I'm on now. Appreciate you taking...
Trying real hard not to be. We got enough to worry about as it is, and adding this much chaos to our little crew can't end well. You sure we ought to be helping her? I'll try to keep an anyway. Appreciate you hearing me out.
야, 이거 버그 때문에 이거 대화가 안 없어갖고 참 업그레이드도 안 되고 쟤는. 얘는 왜 데미지가 더 내려갔냐? 아까 10이었는데? 아닌가? 9였나? 10이었지 않나? 10였던 걸로 기억하는데?
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. In many cases, these security measures should not be operational, and the station seems to be on reserve power. We'd best tread carefully.
해킹이 아니라 부신 거 아니냐 지금? 어느 부분이 해킹인 거야?
Let us proceed with due haste.
이거 뭐 관찰해서 뭐가 된 건데? 뭐가 된 거야? 저기서 해킹 안 하고 있는 건가? 아, 이게 있구나. 해킹 안 하고 와서 이것을 해제할 수 있는 거구나.
Well, no one is here, lying in ambush. Perhaps some stray systemic error activated the entryway defenses. We'd best first report to security ops, lift this lockdown. From there, we can set about reactivating the station's primary power, which will allow us to explore unhindered. Is that a footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in years. Be on guard. Someone else may be here. My passcode shall not work on this terminal. Unlocking it may be a creative endeavor. None shall stand against us!
팀평하면 바로 나오네.
Is that a footprint in the dust? This station shouldn't have received visitors in days. Be on guard. Someone else. My passcode shall. Good effort lifting the lockdown. We may now reactivate the station in the reactor room.
아, 잠깐.
The reactor activation circuit shall likely be dysfunctional. It's a known issue with these old stations. Let me look. Corroded transistors, dust in the actuator. Did a sprat gnaw on this? Sweet sovereign, what a mess. There. I think I have it. Let us hope my override does not trigger any security alerts. Good. This should avail us of a much simpler search. Let us return to the central room once more and see if anything seems...
Shall not stay your execution.
In due time, I'm unready.
Fortification in progress. Mitigating the threat. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
I am loath to admit I require medical assistance.
뭐지 이거 뭐 숨겨진 거 다 체크해야 되나 이거 혹시? 트리스탄 숨겨진 거 있나? 홀로그램 다 체크해야 되나? 딴 데 없었나? 홀로그램 그러면? 뭐지? 여기 아무것도 안 나오고 찾아야 되나? 저쪽은?
I'm certain of movement below. Gird yourself with determination.
Passcode is limber. Now, let's try amulet. No. Wingtip. Now, Sovereign's gavel. I should remember this. Damn it. Ambergris can't be it. That's too short for a facility like this. Wait. Oh, no.
Of the strategies of feigning innocence I have seen, this is certainly the most pathetic. I accuse you of trespassing upon the private domain of the Sovereign. For these crimes... Wait, I know you. Luther Okada? What in blazes are you doing here? And why do you wear a Sub Rosa uniform?
Because I work for Sub Rosa? More than that, I don't think I can say, Cadet Rao. Mostly because I'm not supposed to, but also because I can't remember.
I knew this man when I was still a cadet. Okada is, or was, a petty troublemaker, though a crafty one. As cadets, Virgil and I apprehended him often. Sometimes Virgil let him go, but he usually went to mental refreshment.
Often enough to know the technicians by name. Until I forgot them again.
This truly is no ploy. But mental refreshment is supposed to return wayward subjects to the proper path, not cause whatever this is. Despite his faults, the Okada I knew was ultimately benign. But the fact remains that he now trespasses in a secure facility. Duty dictates that I must execute him. That's a wise path. One that shall give me time to contemplate what must be done.
An arbiter used the word execute in the last few seconds, yet I remain alive? Didn't think that was possible. He and the other one must have put me away close to 12 times each. I used to be something of a ne'er-do-well.
Ne'er-do-well is a polite term. He was a repeat malefactor. I believe last time we met, he'd vandalized a janitorial automech in an attempt to make it spew profanity.
I got 18 months of hard labor for that. Served me right.
That's interesting, but it must be false. Sub Rosa is a large organization. Whoever asked for Okada must have wanted him specifically. But why?
I didn't used to be like this. I can still sneak with the best of them. Not being able to remember doesn't make me any worse as an agent. It doesn't!
Any of my fellow arbiters would have killed you before this conversation began. But I can't decide whether to disdain or pity you.
I was sent here to do a specific job, but some of the details are hazy. Gives me conniptions. I was hired by an anonymous third party. They provided me with the station's location and credentials to bypass its defenses. May have tripped a few on my way here. Can't recall. I was told the station was abandoned, which it clearly isn't, and to break into this terminal and delete the information on it. That is all I know. Well, I'm surprised too. This used to be second nature. Now I'm nothing.
Ignorance does not excuse criminal action. Even if you did not know the severity of this infiltration, it remains a deadly serious infraction. I don't know that I can. He is a trespasser. His slipping mind matters not. My duty dictates it. Killing Okada may not affect the one who hired him, but his trespass is an indelible fact. That doesn't mean, were the situation different, perhaps I could look the other way. But Okada I am familiar with the concept, but in the Protectorate, intent matters little. Manslaughter still results in death. Sedition can happen unconsciously, just as it may. There is a difference. A murderer's... Though this is hardly the place for a discussion about Protectorate law, I do at least see your point. It is fortunate you have gained my trust. All right, be gone. You've been granted your final stay of execution.
I didn't... And you... Without you, I would have been reduced to my composite...
Allowing a Sub Rosa agent to leave with his life in the heart of a Protectorate station. We may... The hint pertaining to the passcode on that terminal... I believe I know our work at the refugee camp. For myself, the Supreme Arbiter, and Virgil especially. If judgment is the Arbiter's gavel, what is the Arbiter? Ah, you've got the spirit exactly, if not the word itself. An Arbiter's gavel is judgment. From that terminal, it sounds as if the Supreme Arbiter had some sort of business with the Consul. To what end, I wonder? The tone of her response seemed relaxed, but I do not believe she would have met with the Consul unless she had no other choice. And that feckless agent. I don't understand his aim or who he would be working for. Only the Consul. But the Protectorate does not ally itself with Sub Rosa. What could Sub Rosa want with one of our abandoned stations? Well, at least we found what we need. As for Okada, my decision to allow him to go free was at odds with all I have been taught. He was a traitor and should have died. Yet, I cannot help but feel strangely justified. That's just it. I am supposed to be an objective judge of moral intent, hence my role as a peacekeeper for the Protectorate. How can I maintain this role if I falter? Objectively to whom? Altogether, I think visiting this station, and circumstances aside, I appreciate... It would appear our next stop is Praetor, specifically Central Control. I look forward to traveling there, once you've sufficiently prepared. No. The Sentinel worked on the Consul's behalf. I do note that the agent... Excellent.
Just heard back. The higher-ups finally decided to just bury the corpse of that vigilant.
Bye from me. Think I misplaced a browse all you like. Everything. Feel free to. Tired of firearms that explode in your face? Come to Dot Weapons Store.
Run along now. We've spent more than enough time entertaining wayward sprats.
How's that lone subject of yours working out? Ran screaming back to the Protectorate yet?
No, it's going a little too well, if I'm honest. I think the freedom of what we do here might have gone to her head. First taste of freedom bought with her ill-gotten gains. Now she can't stop. She's moved 22 crates of contraband in the last week.
22. That's more than I had in 3 months. She's making us both look bad.
Another challenger approaches. None have defeated my collections, and none shall. But I do so delight in a competition. Are you? No one wanders into but I sense your reluctance. Very well. My curios are myriad, unique, and powerful. I take you cards, my dear, of the tossball and pitchball variety. I must see if your collection best sporting. That's an impressive number of cards, my friend, but not... Wait a moment. No, your cards. You have multiple that I do not. Your collection has defeated me. Though this defeat leaves the taste of dirt and... Greetings again. You may have defeated me last time. Behold!
Thanks for the help.
If you look, tell me what you need. Can protect your loved ones, protect yourself. Buy some new armor.
Firearms that. Firearms that explode in your face?
Let it.
A short-range transmission just came in from Zeb. Sounded urgent. He's requesting we meet him at the tomb of the Matriarch, here on Praetor. It's where the Matriarch and First Sovereign are buried, supposedly. It's the Protectorate, Commander. What they say publicly, and Zeb left out the mission parameters. Probably worried his message might be intercepted. He did say he'd reach out to us again if he needed help. Reckon we should take it as a compliment. Zeb doesn't trust. Much obliged. Turn your lamps on that building over there. Reckon that's where we'll be able to get our hands on the rift modulator.
Protectorate control of Praetor has largely been achieved through the maintenance of a blockade. A survey of Praetor indicates there may be an alternate route past the blockade via the Automech factory.
Ready to waste it. On your command.
Yeah! Free hole in the head! You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter! I'll stop this.
I will restore my life and avenge my death!
Let me know when you need a distraction.
Going out of sight.
I'm the one you need to worry about. I'm at it.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Got my lamps on an unfriendly.
Guns locked and loaded. Let's get the signal.
Either restore my life or avenge my death!
I'm alive. Who needs to die? shark. Wrist weapon prime.
How are you still up?
Quite the feat of engineering to keep a place like this
Oh
up.
there. Approach the gate and identify yourself if you're looking for access. Well, of all the improbable sights I'd never imagined to actually see, I've not the mind to solve the equation that demonstrates how unlikely it is you've survived enemy combatants, hostile critters, and endless... The grounding station was built to help men. They also used the station for a number of experiments. Nevertheless, the Exemplar is in need of help to complete his research, and our small squad lacks the manpower to provide it. But he is in the lab atop the hydraulicalized lift. Ironically, there is a trail that leads to the top. And given the situation we find... Should you ever need to exit the station, just approach the gate, and I can open it for you.
Greetings, could you be a freelancer? A gun for hire? Might you be interested in a job? Very well. If you exterminate the lot of them, I'll upgrade your... Oh, this...
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when. One you need to worry about.
You've returned. Are the Raptidon... Oh, incredible. Then, as the prime requisitionist, current...
Look at a few corpse low, Commander.
Look sharp. It's a fight.
Commander, watch your vitals.
Look sharp. It's a fight.
This might sting a lot.
Let me know when you need it to stretch. I'm at it. You luck.
Reach up to mayhem.
appreciate a little help, Commander.
You better sleep with both eyes open.
You have my back.
You're back. Do you require a incredible?
You're about to enter territory controlled by Auntie's choice. Act accordingly, or you'll end up as close friends with the inside of a Raptidon.
What have we here? You're definitely not a member of my battalion. You best be here on business. My time is valuable. We were working on getting around it by tunneling through a mountain. Unfortunately, work is ground to a halt. Our equipment detected some kind of anomaly, mostly vibrations. Until we know what it is, I ordered. Agreed. But they have no defenses on that side. Why would you defend the side of an... Of course not, No, I'm not gonna... Why would I be? Are your lamps broken? In orbit, sitting in HQ, being involved in... My superior assigning me here. Huh. That sounds like some...
You there. You came from outside. Interested in work? Or was the allure of helping to advance science and being paid for it too much to resist? I'll get right to it. I'm a head biological research. I sent my assistant off to the north with a track. Oh, and bring back my assistant too, if you find him with all. Which of my assorted critters would you like to know about? We've got quite a pile of them here on Praetor. We tried them, and they were devastating for all of 12 hours. Once all the queens got zapped, that was about it. There's no more real hives now. Gorvids are absolutely fascinating. The thought of being the first person to catalog the process makes me positively giddy with it. Guilty as charged. My job is studying. Right now it's mostly raptidons, which I'd be more than happy to. Sure thing. I sent him off with a tracking device to find a Gorvid egg. He might be out of his depth. Almost definitely a lethal encounter with a Gorvid. That's what happened to my other 5 assistants. We found signs of Gorvid activity. I sent him off in hopes he could put a tracker on a Gorvid. I know. You're absolutely right. I should have held one back to do all the grunt work. Now I have something else then? Ask away. A little free info. Excellent question. There is some special process inside the egg that happens just before hatching. I need some bits, a rather unique weapon from my... Do they have chickens where you're from? Gorvids and chickens are very alike, except Gorvids are big, strong as... Something else then? Thank you!
Not a lot of unfamiliar visages this side of Praetor. More than...
You know, I reckon half the corpses in here end up... I miss little Chompy. I hope he's getting enough to eat.
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can... Welcome, fellow disgruntled worker. Can't say I recognize you. We're causing trouble. We just found out that we're basically Dunbar. One of our level 3 packers explained it to us. He's got a new coiffured friend who's helped us understand the workers' plight of, our politeness, or... No. We need someone who's been given some of... That's right, folks! Keep the chanting going! I can see the overseer up in her office!
Others workers are too rowdy. Door stays shut for now.
Yay! We don't want to make demands, but no more peeing in bottles and cans! With no rest and no downtime, we shouldn't pay for a dream time! No more bottles on factory floors! Time for unlocked bathroom doors! If you won't let us sleep or eat, you can't charge us for stimulates!
You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
Yes? The whole reason we set up here is to... See that repackaging facility down there? They work us like cysty pigs. Charge us for the stems we need to yoke those hours. And don't let us relieve ourselves but an empty So, we're making trouble until that changes. Indeed. Now... Yes? The whole See, we're... Can't imagine what. Ain't like... Now...
Sorry. Time's bits. Bits is time. Or are, that is.
Class consciousness in action.
If you're here to picket, we'd love to have you join our movement. Otherwise, I've got more. Well, shit! Hey!
Ah, nice one. Way to fast talk those rubes, making like you're all pestilent and infectious. I mean, unless you're truly
With
ill.
no rest and no
You're not
downtime,
truly ill,
we
are you?
shouldn't pay for a Drina time! No more bottles on factory floor!
Can't believe what I'm... Welcome back, Ameliorator. Unsophisticated, impertinent, dim-witted. It should go without saying that such flights of... Nevertheless, here, we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work and remind them that they're damn lucky to have... You're asking me? That, clearly... And when I say I, it is critical that you understand that, as director of this facility, I should effectively be treated as though I were an executive. Is that clear? Well, there's no... This plant relabels dated items with new Auntie's Choice. So, the workers may be unhappy, but they must realize their comfort is a distant second. My workers are striking people now? How very alarming. We must... They've appointed some kind of leader, and he's the one you have to talk to. His name is... I believe he has demands, but I can't be bothered to remember what they were. You will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help him understand the situation. So, yes, well, I'm sure. Best of luck to you. Do us proud.
Avoid the strike. They should be after blood.
Welcome back, Ameliorator. Some ne'er-do-wells. It should go without saying that such... Nevertheless, here, we must focus on getting these ingrates back to work and remind them that they're damn you're at... And when I say I, it is critical that you... So, the workers may be unhappy. They've appointed some kind of lead. If I am a very important upper, middle, lower manager, and the way I advance that step, their value is, and by providing their maximal effort, they allow me to ascend, vacating this position so that one of their undistinguished. Well, that's all fine and I believe you will find him up on the landing pad with some of his minions. Go help. Yes, best of do.
That's right, folks. Keep the chanting going. I can see the overseer at the office. But we're definitely making her miserable.
Yes? The whole reason we set up here. So, we're making trouble, and now.
Don't reckon those raps are just for show.
Looks like we're about to have company. You 5 seconds to make plain your intent before I let my boys here pitch some swill at you. 4. Yeah, and 3. 2. Last chance. Some folks don't say I didn't dribble.
Just let me try.
졸라 많네 씨.
Things to ain't recharged.
This might sting. Just died. Swine. Over it. Just died. Swine.
Ready to wait on your command.
That's one hell of a wall. Going over or under's out of the question. What a...
Artillery incoming! Get down!
야, 이렇게 해서 이렇게 돌아가야 되는구나.
Hostile spot.
A lot.
That doesn't sound like anything I'd like to meet up close.
I'll take care of him, Commander. Hey, got a distraction for you. You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter.
I'm alive. Who needs to die?
Watch your vitals. Don't mind me.
뽕이 왜 이렇게 사냥이 팍 나가지? 수영을 잘못 찍었나?
Still charging. Recharge for mayhem.
I'm the one you need to worry about. Hey, got a distraction for you. Troublemaker approaching.
Look sharp. It's a fight.
Pull the wrist. This might sting. Alive.
Love to, but I'm not ready. I'm seeing unfriendly soldiers. Got my lamps on an unfriendly. Eyes up. Hostiles.
Anybody got the time? Time! Time!
I'm dead.
Troublemaker approaching. I see an unfriendly soldier.
Is it time for Adrena time yet? Yes, it is.
Something's afoot. Better keep my lamps open.
Got my lamps on an unfront.
Is it time for Adrena time yet? Yes, it is.
Your insides are leaking outside, Commander. Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Troublemaker approaching.
Adrena time.
Check enemy light just turned.
time! Adriana time! 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 Adriana time! Please! I see enough friendly stop! They did me in! Help me out! Thought you were smart.
I'm alive. Who needs to die? Look sharp. It's a fight.
Could hit the broadside of a freighter. Over here! Free hole in the head!
자, 또 내일 또 이어서 하도록 합시다.